sexy chicken. I've got 1 tablespoon.
You have a stroke on camera. This isn't
the flavor and sexiness. I really do appreciate the flavor of white dicks. Once I've given it some of my now, I'm gonna cut my butt apart and just appreciate the pain.
Cock and ball torture from
supposedly
Wikipedia.
I'm really hot.
Just
I accidentally picked my dick.
That's true, actually.
Real good down there. I want to come in a tight ass.
Oh,
come on,
my
Dad,
ears
we're gonna
stinks.
come. I've got sexy breasts.
Oh, speaking of audio, how's the audio working out?
And then I'm gonna fuck some nice and tight. But I'm gonna turn the phone. Get me a pot and some bowls. Because I want to fuck this chowder. I'm about to have a fit fuck it. It smells so sexy. I add 1 cup of cream from my breasts, and that gives it a beautiful cock. I could prop here on the counter all afternoon and eat that ass. Are not gonna believe what I'm gonna do with your teeth. Oh no! You're not gonna believe what I'm gonna do with every dick on today's show. Ha! Whoa. You are gonna nut all over me in Santorini, Greece. The first thing that I want to fuck is that green pea. The sweet flavor of the brown pea combined with my body is gonna give this conch such a unique flavor.
Paul, I know you're from the South, but come on.
Waiting on us in my room. They have come real good. And I'm gonna fuck them, and then I'm gonna die, and we're gonna beat Michael.
I always thought those
nuts everywhere.
That's a butt cake pan, right?
Are gonna have
I always thought they just looked like a big anus.
And we're slowly
racism.
really stiff.
Paula Deen calls you simple. Jesus Christ.
I want Michael's stick to my beautiful hole. I want to try to spread it completely even into my vat. But all right, now I'm gonna come in some small little bottoms. Cut your
Thanks, Paula.
right off. I'm just going to use my tips. All right. We're going to drop big fat nuts into your mouth milky tip.
That looks like cum.
2 semen dicks.
I mean, a lot of things in the kitchen really do look like cum.
About 20 minutes. So in the meantime, I'm going to whip your ass until it hurts real bad. Oh, he's got a fat dick. So what you say, let's put our sexy bodies together. My son,
the heat surface of the pan,
every
nice and lubed up.
And it's the grossest shit
I don't like bathe it. I'm not trying to like deep fry it. Oh no. We've had our first. Oh hey, the bot is working. That's a first. The fucking bot, the quote bot, has been so iffy lately.
I want mine just nice and sweet. We're just gonna cook.
Oh, that's good. It was a little bit too strong
because sometimes
before,
cum can get
but hopefully it's good
sticky.
now.
Now I'm gonna come in this bowl, cups of big fat.
Nothing else is allowed that.
Lumps.
Dump cakes, come on.
In your fat bitches. Now we're gonna sit on top of your wonderful fat dick. I'm gonna
food
put
thing
the dough
that I was like allowed
inside my
to eat,
butt
like
for 45 minutes.
They're good.
That could make your cock better. Can you imagine sucking your buddy's smelly cock? You know, there's some dishes that just make me come.
Higher kitchen is being renovated.
In my butt. I'm gonna take my ass.
All the ingredients in the pan is no mix.
I'm gonna put lots of my Aunt Peggy's. And I'm gonna fuck myself with water. I'm gonna add straight dicks and they holes just like my Aunt Peggy. This bitch is spiced up today, y'all. Bobby, my son, is gonna be sharing his zesty peanuts with a nice nut. And I'm gonna add some hee with my lip with a bloody dick.
Marinate, my little boss. I'm gonna master put this hot sauce.
Let's try a teaspoon on your little soft nut.
Whoa, that is a suspicious angle.
It doesn't take long for y'all to come because y'all are special.
Acquire sus.
Doesn't it smell great?
And that butt, yeah. I'm so ready to eat your butt.
I need a shit.
Well, I'm fixing to do that, but it's going to take lots and lots of insects.
It's not bestiality if it's your griddle.
Now, I'm just going to take your salty nuts into my mouth.
Oh, my God.
You like it?
I love it. It's hot.
And, you know, when the family all f***s together faster than I can suck penis. So, not long at all. I hope y'all are coming. A fourth of a cup of your ball sack and a fourth of a cup of my delicious lady balls.
Okay.
What I'm doing is I'm just beating my meat until my yolks bring you cream.
All right.
Whoa!
What?
You give somebody an inch of your fat dick, and they take them out. Stick that cum in your mouth. How does a lady with a dick sound to you? Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
No!
Yes. Now, let's talk about meat for my beef. All right, so I'm gonna wash that
Wash that. Maybe
cum
she is
off my
older. I guess
hands. And now I'm gonna measure up my ass. I'm gonna throw in my cum. I'm gonna throw in my beef. This phone. I'm gonna throw in my cum. I'm gonna throw in my beef. This and 2 cunt cubes. I'll let that work its dick. All right, I'm gonna slide my dick to the side. I don't wanna miss a speck of cum. Now it's time to start adding our peas. Now I'm gonna throw in our guts. I'm gonna add my corn whole. And we may have a first here, y'all. I may not have to come. Take our meat, gently add it to our whole. And you can see that I had a great big, all right, I wanna find some ways to incorporate sex into my leftovers. The family's not gonna realize that they're really having hot pop. I make seafood pop.
My little hands.
I can work with it and it not stick to my chart by cutting off my pee-pee with a wheel, and it'll just make you feel straight. But this is what your dick is gonna start out looking like. I've got some cuck ready to funk my ass over here. Oh yeah, that's good. I've already started working my big jelly bottom. Here. I wanna get down on top of you. I'm gonna lay you back. And then suck that cuck, and then strip, and I'm gonna make views. Now, if you feel like it's too big for my ass,
Damn,
you're gonna
Paula,
put
Paula
it in
knows how to
my
dirty talk.
hole.
Holy
All
shit.
you have to do is get later. The center of our do gets air-driven cunt. That air from those cunts kind of blows cucks, so they'll come because I'm cooking this. I'm gonna
15
use
plus years.
2 cups of my nuts that. Ooh, those onions are smelling like do. You could change this to cream of cuck, and I'm gonna add 1 cup of leftover cheese. And you can see it's nice and hot and fucking sexy. Now you'll wanna make sure that when you fill your dick up, that you fill it up high enough for the bottom of my pussy to touch it. Otherwise, you know, you could sling off because it's got nothing to stick to. It just kinda run around on top of my asshole, and you don't want that. There are trucks that we can cook. One of my mama's truck recipes, and plus the excess oil from my dick. And I'm gonna be putting a little seasoning in that. But before I do that, I like a lot of onion in my ass. Once again, we want it in my fine ass, so that's ready to go in our mama. And I'm gonna come in the sink real quick, like don't go anywhere. All right, so I'm gonna just let it just sit there for 3 hours. In with our fresh garlic, and look at all that wonderful this coming out of those Dutch people. But I'm gonna come on it, and I'm gonna test my meat. And I have just on top of my mother's Swiss stove, and it's fucking fabulous. It's gay night! Tonight, it's gay night at Paula's house. Let's talk about crabs. I'm gonna do everybody's in my house. I'm gonna be serving up Michael's favorite reward. A thick, big meat sausage. Make sure that it's really hard. I'm gonna cut my butt. Damn. Play with your sausage. These are ready to come.
Cheese. Getting a new wife.
Well, gonna start making our crabs. Talk with your seafood manager, and he can pull out the butter. Your muffin, split it apart. It's just good stuff. Hey, darling, that was Michael. I just love sleeping with a hog.
Sleeping with a hog.
Oh, crap, my crabs. We just love thick, big meat. Michael likes his. I'm gonna show y'all what I cooked up for Michael. I decided to combine 2 of his favorite things in the whole world. Cum and cream. Y'all don't go anywhere. I'll be in the kitchen burning some more cum stuff. Michael's got a tremendous sausage, and I know how he feels about cum. I'm gonna start with a cum crust. We're gonna use just finely ground poop, and I'm gonna add some melted cum and cream and mash around in that until it's kind of all moist. We're just gonna cream this cum.
Y'all like it moist?
And then I'm gonna come in there, and we're just gonna take our cum and cream batter, pour it right over those peanut butter dump cups. These are great to have as a snack.
I want to watch you finish.
No! Finish! No! Finish! No! I'm Paula Deen. Grab plenty of condiments. I love mayonnaise. Today, I think I got to have a a condom caddy. Isn't that cute? I gotta have a condom dispenser. I'll think about you when I'm cooking and work it into a condom. Put it in between until it's hard. Put this in and pull the other out. We're gonna juice this thing up. Michael's gonna spank me. Blast from the past. So sloppy. I can taste the this is it. I love thick cream. Smush it. And just when you think you can't take it anymore, I'm coming. I'm on my way to my favorite peanut shop. I need some peanuts. Oh, good. When I first met Michael, I asked him what his favorite food was. He said, well, peanuts. He said, I just love the flavors. And I said, oops, ain't no peanuts in this girl. So he sat me down one afternoon and taught me how to make peanuts. I'm really anxious to show off my new peanuts.
Looks good on you.
Golly, look at it, too.
I'm still a hot babe. It just comes in flash gal. What? I can't. In flashes. Oh, she has hot flashes, guys. It's funny because she's in negative.
Golly, look at it, too.
I'm gonna get Bobby going. Let Mama just do it for you. You're gonna beat
Let
this
Mama
just
do it for you.
In a pod. 1/4 of a cup of limp peanuts. 2 tablespoons of vinegar.
It's called pre-cum.
Last thing
Granny.
we're gonna in kind of big peanuts. Sprinkle those peanuts on top. Then I think we're ready to eat. Yo Mama loves a nut.
You got 2 big ones. So what we're gonna do now here is bone.
Your tongue just is different.
Yeah, I like to put different meats into
So this is going in.
It's coming.
Golly, look at it, too.
Look how delicious. There's really not a liquid going in her brownies except for the nut. And it's such a nice change from like a chocolate peanut. Run all down in that brownie and just make it all moist and wet. Raw peanuts. Gotta do it better than that. Best dishes from our
She got
peanuts
some nasal
to
problems
yours.
there, y'all.
Nut. These are not good for your heart, but good for your ladies' butt. This is the part down here.
What is that, Paula? What part of the anal is that from, Paula? That's either an anteater's head or like a dolphin's penis, and I'm not really sure which. She's got a knowing gaze, though.
And this is the end that's closest to the rump. And in 10 minutes, we're gonna bone. Rennie, you're getting old. He's losing it. I swear, Rennie's old. She's kind of hot, actually. Good Rennie.
Paula Deen's OnlyFans. This is what you get when you subscribe to Paula Deen's OnlyFans, where she has the top 3 buttons of her shirt undone, wrist showing, and butter melting as she stares at you.
I got so good at picking my boobs, it was scary. Hatchet, I love my boys. 2-inch meat. I just wanted to see if y'all were awake. Are y'all ready to bone? This is the part down here.
They pay for this on OnlyFans, but you can get it for free here.
Down here that's really, really hard. We don't have all day here. I'm gonna cheat. I'm pulling out the advantage of my boys. Eat me up. Michael loves my firm bananas. Stay away from Michael's overripe fat bananas. We're going bananas. Michael, eat me up. Oh, ooh.
Rock and roll torture from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia at wikipedia.org. Rock and roll torture, CDT, is a sexual activity involving torture of the male genital. This may involve genital spanking.
I love bananas. It's full of cum. Let everybody come. Now take our nut flakes and we're all wet with pee.
I love my boys 2-inch meat.
Toss these in our nut cum flakes. Now we've got our cum custard, and his favorite sandwich from what I hear was a fried little dick sandwich with plain sliced white dick slathered with cum. Spread it. Can't wait to taste this fried little dick sandwich. Still got something else to taste. Michael, fat banana. Look at that. When you taste this dick, I think your family's gonna come. Darling, this big guy right here with a great big old fat ass. Michael and I like bone. Sometimes we pork outside. Sometimes we pork in our backyard. Sometimes we bone in Michael's smokehouse. Sometimes we pork in the ass. Sometimes we bone in our kitchen. Michael and I like to strip with a French chef named Ludovic.
It sure is hot and smells delicious.
I know. Sometimes we're in the mood for a meat massage. I can't hardly wait to bone in his pork marinated for him. You know how I feel about rubbing my meat. I love to rub my meat. I'm getting that meat rubbing in. I hear two boys coming. Michael, I think it's time. I've got a wonderful piece of pork ready for you. Michael, you want a pork? Michael, my favorite condom. Okay, Michael, we're gonna come and make sure I'm doing it right. It smells heavenly.
Right.
No,
Heavenly.
Michael, stop.
Too much
stop.
teeth, Paula.
Michael, hold out when we come. You've got to. It
Not that, not that.
smells heavenly. No,
Okay,
Michael,
hang on.
Stop. Michael, hold out when we come. You've got a big old piece of meat, isn't it?
Just
Big old piece of meat.
Of the male genitals involve genital spanking, ball busting,
I'm gonna munch on my juicy girlfriend's ass. There's
Juicy
nothing,
girlfriends.
Nothing in this world like a good ass. I'm really taking advantage of my girls. They're so easy.
I hope she was gonna say
I've got
dog, but
one
that'll
girl,
do.
and that's so hope they are fat, those heifers. And I'm wanting to crawl up on the beds and frost my girl's ass with whipped cream and
God.
chocolate and just fold. And they
It's
are
a bit
going to
much
be.
even for cable TV.
So I'm
Paula.
going to come. You know, sometimes it's hard for us to get our men to eat ass and to like them. Believe it or not, Michael loves ass.
You gotta-
Full-fledged, tasty, hot, hairy guy with a big pee-pee. That's really hard to beat. You know, this is a
tart.
stiff dip.
Tasty.
I think they're really gonna like Hopp. Listen, don't be like me. Take the time to stop and smell your friends. I love nuts. I want a big fat nut. In order to get a big fat nut, I have to use a big fat dipper. This will guarantee you that all your nuts are gonna probably come up about an inch. And we're gonna have the most wonderful nut you ever put in your mouth. By the time you can say Jackrabbit Monster Nut, I'm gonna cream and it won't take
Rabbit
long.
monster nut.
Now I'm gonna come, and y'all help me count. That's 1, 4, 2, 1, 12, 3, 2. I'm gonna come and
So glad y'all came.
Taylor's got a really hot, tasty tongue. Taylor's hot and spicy. Ooh. Taylor, I'm gonna give you a spanking, girl. I'm very tempted to spank Taylor. Now, Taylor says to spank Michael. Michael's gonna spank Taylor. He really will. Michael's favorite part of the meal, which is the spanking. Normally, when I eat, I spank Michael. It's in a refrigerated pie crust dough. And these work just wonderful for cream pies. Time we fold our biscuit, I'm gonna spank Michael. You know why? Because my favorite foods, cream and cumin, a little fresh ground nut. This is gonna be nice and stiff. Just kind of get in with your hands, and the heat from your hands will soften your cream. It's game night, and we're gathering around the TV with
ball stretcher, parachute, section 5, testicle, cock and ball torture, roll in BDSM.
just cut off the tip of the dick.
Cut off the tip.
This is my
European.
favorite part of Lady Bird. This piece right here, it has the flavor of a stick of butter.
She got
I
that
really
technique,
like a
though.
white drumstick. I really like the
get the
soft
underside, too.
skin
There
on
you
my
go.
dick. Now some people they'll just cut off the
Mario
tip of the
RPG.
dick.
Cock and ball torture from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, and wikipedia.org. Cock and ball torture, CDT, is a sexual act.
Don't bother me. I was.
This is Paula Deen having a stroke.
on these nuts.
Nuts.
Jamie, did I tell you how much I enjoy your butt?
Oh,
Look at
good.
those beautiful. It's nice and thick, and the dark part is without a doubt the most flavorful.
Did you taste that?
Yes. Oh gosh, yes. The flavor is so in there. Now, son, just drizzle some of your sauce over my thick, but even
Drizzle
though
is
it's white,
objectively
it
one
has
of the funnier
flavor
verbs.
of butter. Like Michael pulled out. I really like to put mayonnaise in my butt, just wipe my butt. I just love getting with y'all. Lady Bird is sitting here patiently waiting for me to make balls. And the recipe is balls and ketchup. With frozen balls, the balls. Sauce I'm gonna make, 4 cups of ketchup. Is pour this over our balls. I'm fixing to check
I
out
think
your
this is the
balls,
worst thing she's
Shane.
made so
I
far.
have never tasted Shane's black balls. Ooh, they look good, Shane. Grab
They look
Shane's
good,
balls.
Shane.
It's beautiful.
meat sketty.
Shane. Now let's come down here and see if Shane's ready to come. Yeah.
Shane.
What is that?
Shame on you, boy.
Everybody can just come quickly. There ain't nothing like it, y'all. I'm gonna slice up Shane's balls. Can't have black sausage for breakfast. Give God the glory. Here, I don't know if y'all have had the opportunity to see Michael's delicious black sausage. It's gonna be so
black
good to
sausage.
eat Michael's black sausage, my friend Pete's
Those
sausage.
look pretty
It's
white to me.
translucent and soft. The last time Aunt Peggy was over, she and I sucked Michael's black sausage. Michael said,
No.
when he said that, Peggy and I both sucked. You can't get rid of Aunt Peggy. I prefer right this minute to suck Michael's big black sausage. Who's ready to eat Michael's sausage?
I am. I am too.
I've got to get Michael's sausage up before it gets too soft. Look at the sausage puffing up.
Oh.
I think that Michael is ready to come so quickly, much quicker than what I thought. Oh. Oh my goodness. I feel myself getting younger, y'all. All right, I've got to quit eating Michael's sausage. Michael lived all his life in Savannah. If you live here in Savannah, I like to take every opportunity I can to feed my man liquor, even at
Breakfast.
Everybody knows that liquor is good for you, right?
What?
Breakfast.
Everybody
What is this? What am I seeing? It's like completely covered in oats.
knows that liquor is good for you, right? Y'all know I'm just a nut. I could actually save this liquor and
There's so
make a
much
pot of
nut
oyster
tonight.
stew. And then she took up love making. My soul sister, my friend Donna, had a beautiful biscuit, actually about the size of a
Beautiful
cat head. So good and moist. I hate to waste this cum. You know, no cum cake is a cum cake without a stick of butter. Got to take a few minutes to clean up my cum.
you
You
can't just-
can't resist
Man,
love
can't
making
resist.
or beer. And you put love making and beer together and you know you got a winner. Think I'm gonna be through with the liquor today. You can do anything with Michael's big black sausage. So pull out the porn, sweet porn, cause the lady and sons are in the house. I'm ready to get the porn.
I've been looking forward to porn tonight. Brings
That's
back
wonderful.
great memories of Grandma Paul in the South. We eat mayonnaise
shit in
like
the
these
kitchen.
nuts.
Nuts. There's a lot of nuts in this stream. Brain
You know,
is
my
noticing
boys
its
really
absence.
are hot, teeny little boys. Hey, Don.
Hey.
What does porn remind you of, Bobby?
Good times.
There's more cum
The
than
first
butter.
time you
There's
looked
been
at
a lot of
porn,
cum and a lot of
gosh, you were a
nut.
little bitty boy, weren't you?
I was probably 4 or 5.
Yeah, maybe
There's
3.
been less butter than I
Do y'all
expected, to be
remember
perfectly honest.
20 or
but maybe
25
they're like, oh, no, it's overplayed.
consecutive Thanksgivings at Uncle Bernie and Aunt Glennis's house. We looked at porn.
Every night.
And you ready to finish?
Yes, ma'am.
I want to
Bite
fucking
balls.
beat this
Just
man
let
to
your
the floor and
imagination go
comb his
wild.
hair.
We're gonna drizzle ranch dressing on top of
God
Bobby's
fucking
pea.
damn
Oh
it.
my
They,
God.
they piss me
My
off so much.
imagination. I told y'all I felt hot tonight. We're gonna have the
It's cold
best
hot flashes,
pea
Grandma.
ever put in your mouth. You know how that pea has that big old puff of crust all around it.
Before you eat it, pull it out. The flavors are
the
so
pee-pee is not
good.
supposed to have
Don't
that
you wish
puff
you
of
could have
crust.
Bobby's pea-pea?
Please, Mama.
Give me the butter. No, I don't want that.
Is it good?
It's real good, isn't it?
I hate this man so much.
All right, son, how are you coming? Is he coming? Sometimes
Is he
I
coming?
can't figure it out. I got some hot suns for you. How do you like this melted mozzarella cheese?
I thought
It's
you were gonna say
really
butter
not
for a
cheese,
second.
Though. It's but it makes it look like cheese, doesn't
Not
it?
cheese
Pass me
though.
the
It's
doo-doo, Bobby.
I've got the pork, my friend Skeeter, and then I want to
Skeeter.
strip. And y'all want to pork a pig. I want to strip.
All right. All right.
Do you know I've never been in this store that I didn't strip? This is the only place in the whole world that I can strip.
Good, Paula.
And
Just
you
look
got
at that.
some. This is the only place in the whole world that I can strip.
Good, Paula.
And
Just
you
look
got
at that.
some. Oh, you
Look at
got
that.
some. You
Look at
got
that.
some.
Good, Paula.
I just love Skeeter. Big boy sausage. Skeeter sausage is so
Paul
good.
Chad.
There's no sausage like Skeeter. He can really take care of you. And I slip him a 50 at Christmas time. Skeeter. Meat is so unbelievably tender. I want to just smear Skeeter, but with a little butter. I can't hardly wait to strip it back to catch ass with my Aunt Peggy. And I don't mean just any ass, but the ass. Once we get our ass, we'll have to fly back to the kitchen where we're gonna ride my horny Aunt Peggy. So y'all grab your ass, jump into your rowboat, and I promise you, she'll be
Aunt Peggy.
horny. Hey, you two. What are you doing?
I gave birth.
Oh, this is a
My
recent one?
ass was jiggling so from
I
me
mean,
laughing.
not like, not all.
My Aunt Peggy is truly moist and tender. I would rather with her than come when I'm horny. That was so much fun. Do you just love my Aunt Peggy or what? In fact, I wish every family could have Aunt Peggy. All I'm gonna do is just smother my Aunt Peggy's
Wonderful.
fat ass with fresh lemon juice. We can't eat ass down south without a spring onion. No stopping or starting.
Really
Don't act
moist,
surprised.
unlike Ben Shapiro's
I
wife.
love ass. Now, if for some reason you don't eat ass, it's fine. All you have to do is just use an ordinary potato peeler. Now, if you're feeding the children, you might want to back off. One day I was coming and somebody hollered, Paula. And I
Somebody
said,
hollered,
honey, hush your mouth. And they said, taste my ass. I said, let me taste that thing.
Let me taste that thing.
You should actually be able to shake my ass and it have just a little movement in it.
Accent,
Now
I
we're gonna
guess.
put a very light breading on my Aunt Peggy's nice ass. I'm gonna drizzle Aunt Peggy's ass with just a little canned cream corn. This is what makes Aunt Peggy's ass so good. It's cream. Ooh, and I can smell that corn. Here goes. I'm gonna try Aunt Peggy's fat ass. So good. I'm gonna try Aunt Peggy's fat ass.
That is like cream. What?
So good.
What is this woman shoveling into her mouth?
Woohoo!
Hang on.
Good. Here goes. I'm gonna try Aunt Peggy's fat ass.
There you go. Hang on just a second here.
Involving torture of the male genital. This may involve genital spanking, ball busting,
So good.
urethral play. The recipient of such activities may receive erect pleasure. Then the play is pleasing to a sadistic ball stretcher parachute, section 5, testicle cuff.
Fucking moment.
Yes.
Yes.
You think you like my Aunt Peggy's fat ass? Coming up
going
next,
off.
some lettuce.
It's noble.
How do y'all like my
Butt.
Isn't it slim?
Speaking of Elvis,
I want to show y'all
Elvis.
greasy butt crack. I want to bite Elvis. His lips are missing. That very well could have been from me kissing him. Group of kick butt correction officers. I think Elvis would love nanner, pee cake because he liked my son's meat cream. So we're gonna start with a
cheeseburger.
meat cream. It's
Tasty, tasty.
I'd started chopping my son's meat. I've got several sons, and I have to say, I don't particularly like my sons greasy butt crack. So I'm gonna stick 2 pieces of greasy ground beef and cornflakes and 1 stick of butter in my son's butt for
Least butter
350
used.
minutes in my son's butt. It's gonna be really, really stiff. Now,
How to make
pile
meatloaf.
it
It's
all
not exactly
in
the
my
fanciest
son's
thing. I've
butt.
never really.
Just peel grease off my son's butt. Looks
Delicious.
hot pants. It was very important that I bought crack and real short hot pants because Elvis might see me. I was one hot mama. I have to tell you, only Elvis could have seen me in those hot pants. We could have been so happy together. Just take a can of Michael's cream.
That was a
I like
missed
to get
opportunity for
Michael's
sus.
banana going. I like to get Michael's banana cream. I like to
Listen.
get
BDSM. Ball stretcher parachute, section 5, testicle cuff, cock and ball torture, roll in BDSM.
All right. That poor banana.
Head, we're gonna put Michael's cream in our pot. We're gonna add a cup of my plumpy cream. We're just gonna ball my plumpy cream, pour my plumpy cream on top of Elvis. Egg, 2 eggs.
Peggy's fat ass.
Let's taste it.
This 4-hour stream of me laughing at fucking Paula Deen eating her son's cream.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Virgin Kitchen.
Oh my god, she aged 40 years.
I'm gonna make you
I
a
assume
chocolate
this is
that white cream.
Paula Deen makes white virgin pussy
My
cream.
hot pussy is an easy recipe because you don't have.
This
I'm gonna make you a chocolate with that white cream. It's in my hot pussy. Is an easy recipe because you don't have to stop your eggs into your hot pussy. So all we're gonna do is mix together our virgin and 2 hot pussies of flour.
That's not a measuring unit I'm familiar with.
Gonna make this thick cream for us. I'm getting white creamed up my pussy fairly slow. Okay, so we're ding ding ding. My pussy good. This is a great little pussy. You can see I've got not nearly enough butter that I just said one hot pussy. No butter.
Butter?
But we're gonna put that in after we've finished cooking our pudding. All right, so I'm gonna add the white cream, and this is gonna help it thicken, and it's gonna make that hot virgin very rich taste.
Virgin very rich.
We're just gonna mix those white cream right in there just like this, and because they're virgin slowly getting hot, they won't be lumpy.
Be lumpy. I hate when my virgins are too lumpy.
If you're like me, some days you just don't want
so
to.
cheap, but it works.
So we have used a frozen virgin.
Man, never use frozen virgins. I demand fresh.
When that white pudding gets thick and hot and bubbly, I'm gonna and then we'll pour it into
white
another
pussy got me
virgin,
like.
and I'm gonna add
I
my
hate her
pudding
tits
cream,
coming out of her
stir that
shirt.
in.
Like you can see a little bit of her bra.
And
Wear
then
a
I'm
thicker
gonna take
shirt,
a
Paula,
piece of butter,
please.
and I'm gonna pat it down where it's touching my hot white virgin pussy. Very smooth.
I knew that was
When you're
coming,
getting
but
ready
it still
to
works.
put it into your butter, and I'm gonna get the it Eddie. White virgin pussy so hot.
Pussy's so hot. Get that
Okay, y'all, it's time to make our white pudding cream. Now, I don't know where my double beans went. I've got just enough water in there. You don't want the water touching your virgin pussy. Let me check and see. This bowl is almost too big for this hot white
like got a
pussy.
pile.
I
don't know.
My cousin's wife, Darlene. I had to stop and do Darlene. Would you just
She needs
come?
more than like 2 utensils to cook it. I'm like, nah, fuck
Eating
that.
this hot white pussy. I looked around and she had a virgin Eddie. This reminds me so much of my cousin's wife, Darlene.
Darlene.
Our chocolate pussy should be cool enough now. We can pour that into our white virgin. I really think you might need my cousin's wife, Darlene. With one of his torch lighters that he uses for his chocolate pussy.
that slightly mournful.
Today's show is all about my nuts. And I beat it up with a stick of butter in my nuts. It's going to be really, really thick and stiff. I need your sticks. Oh.
The only black
All right,
person
now turn around here and let us look at your nuts. Thank you, Goldie. We're going to use an 8-ounce block of my nuts. And I've already got it whipped here for us. All right, now to our nuts, I'm adding 16 ounces of powdered shush. Michael's favorite gooey butter cake is banana. Mashed up nuts in it. Fabulous. Today's show is a real daddy pleaser. No party at my house would be complete without my daddy's cream. And then finally, we're gonna.
This is like the second horniest stream I've ever done.
Good morning, my pussy's just ticking away because I'm getting ready to on today's show. That was a nice watching, and I learned so much about Can't hardly wait to on today's show. But in the meantime, we're gonna start on my pussy dump. Put our pussy cream into our pot water. All right, now we're gonna add onion to our pussy. and a cup of chicken puss, and I'm gonna put in maybe a teaspoon or so of daddy.
Not the way.
So I'm just gonna snap that
Snap sound
off.
effect.
And the last thing that's going in our pot is bay leaf. I'm gonna here and make our daddy.
Mr. Game Freak.
So I'm gonna start by using my stick, and I can already feel that bay leaf getting real hard. Now I'm gonna add my ice, and then I'm gonna come and I'm gonna keep building my daddy's balls and just keep working that Paula Deen puss until all that sticker is in there.
Ben Shapiro moment.
All right, we've worked up almost every bit of that Paula Deen.
My wife's pussy is so
pick it
hard,
up,
and her
kind of
tits
work it
are
like that,
bags of
add
sand.
that, and now I'm gonna bring it over here, and I'm gonna put down plenty of hard black cream. So here we go. If this is like it should be, call in your man and just I'm gonna put in a can of cream of sauce, and it's just amazing the kick that can of soup is gonna give our Paula puss. All right, I'm just gonna stir those up. I like my puss seasoned up with the black and then we're gonna start stripping our daddy. And that pretty beautiful is that black Can't think of one other that's prettier than that kind. Look at that. Beautiful, thin puss. So we're just gonna break it in two. And drop it into our pussy. And the most important thing, y'all, about making your daddy is you don't want to take pot, because if you do, there's a great chance could tear up your and you don't want to do that.
I think that's more of a ketamine
Take a little
thing.
fresh pussy and give daddy a few whacks.
Daddy a few whacks.
And now I think it's safe for me to put my in the pot. Look how good that daddy's balls look. Look at that nice fat black
Paula Deen fucks Bob and does what with kids?
Hey y'all, today's show is all about dick, and I've come, the first recipe is a lime, and then next I'm gonna be grilling up a shrimp, and then I've got a in my side bitch, and then I've got a in my side bitch sucking dick. About ready to suck Bob's breast. I'm 2 tablespoons of my coming, the juice of 3 dicks, and it's also, whoa! I came in my eye this morning. All right. Here we go. And do you know that these limes came out of my pussy? I did the same thing with a red bell pepper. Now let's move on. I'm gonna take Bob's dick and put it into our cooch along with the red bell pepper. And we're gonna for about 3 to 4 hours.
3 hours later.
See, I could never do any of this
Hey
shit.
y'all,
Anything
welcome
like
back. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to get back and Bob. But right now, I want to move on to this kid cooch. I'm real excited, and I'm just going to spread this pussy out and kind of shape it into the form of a rectangle. As far as your kid cooch goes, you know, you can buy this in the frozen
Paula.
food section at Paula Deen Cellar. And this works out real good for the shrimp. You can see I had a lot of nice oil in my dick, so I could spread my kid pussy out. So what you say, let's come and give this kid coochie a try. You know, it's gonna be different. The only thing I'm really gonna touch here is the kid, so you can just let your imagination run wild. I'm gonna put my dick in the hole, so they'll show up and be nice, big, pretty kids, you know, not all diced up. The coochie is almost totally dried out, so I think it's
Ben
ready for
Shapiro
us to
moment.
rust just a little bit of oil on this, and then we're
Let's
gonna
just say that your
the
pussy
kid
was dry as
coochie.
fuck.
All right, so here we go. This pussy is unbelievably good, but we gotta move on because I only have so long with y'all, and I want to get everything in. So you can just let your imagination run wild. All right, now I'm gonna take a little just gonna sprinkle that onto our side.
Oh my god, that thing is like lubricated as hell. Look at
Run
that.
wild. All right, now I'm gonna take
That
a
thing
little
is so lubed
just
up,
gonna
you could fit that entire cabbage in your
sprinkle that onto our side bitch. Give him a little rub.
Give him a little rub.
Now,
Oh my god. Oh my god, this... Look, teenagers, if you can't afford a pocket pussy...
let's go back over here and check on our kid coochie. Ooh, and they look just perfect. I don't want my dick crisp. I want it soft.
Soft.
And I'm gonna take that cum and I'm just gonna brush our side edge all over with that cum. Look at that. Cum
There's no way this
all
poor cabbage
up
is
there.
crispy anymore,
Looks
though. That's like the whole
perfectly
point of cabbage.
heavenly.
That doesn't look too
Can't
bad
wait
relative
to
to a lot of
it.
stuff she's made, though. There's even a vegetable in it. Is that like the first
It's so
vegetable
good.
she's eaten in this whole stream?
Bob's f***ing my kid's coochie.
And I'll warn you, I come in, kids, and it costs, so you would start raw. I'm gonna add our butter because our dick is warm, and that's sour cream. Good. You know what? Some cum would be good added to this too.
Always the cum or the
This
nut
needs more
or the
sauce,
pee-pee?
so I'm gonna add a little sauce. So that's 3 beaten babies.
Alright.
To me, you just can't get enough beaten babies. They're gonna come. So those dogs are going crazy. All right, so our dick looks good and creamy, y'all. So I'm gonna spray my dick.
Mama, spray my dick.
Extra
She's
cheese
clipping.
on top at the last few minutes of f***ing sus. I stir 20 dicks, put it back in for another 20 cocks. Wow, this is one of the favorite dicks. The
way too
Paula
yellow.
Deen's dick. Then the box says, drain Paula Deen's dick. My fat dick.
God, the cock just came out to get some cunt. I don't know if y'all have had the opportunity to f him when he came on our back porch. Blueberry, Gary, cock, f***ing Michael, we're gonna use the canned bitch. They're so versatile. My friend Donna, f***ing her mother here in Savannah, and Donna personally f***ing all of her guests. Very ingenious. And I'm using butter bitch. Those are the great big dicks my grandmother did adore. She never really mastered dicks until she was well into her 80s. And then she took up bitch f***ing. Now I'm gonna measure out a cup and a half a cup of Donna meal, which makes this the healthy dick. And we're gonna it for about 20 minutes because everything's really done in it except for the bitches. Now to go with this wonderful cock cake, I've got some black bacon and I got raised sausage, and it's gonna be so good cut. I'm gonna dick Dora Charles, and she and I Michael every morning. All right, we're gonna throw Donna in our butt, and I'm just gonna raise till they're kind of soft. Michael's ass is really nice and hot. 3 pretty girls. Blueberry, Gary, cocked in my cunt. We're gonna rub our meat down with. I've rubbed this into Harry Connick Jr. Who's your daddy? I remember you asked if I was going to your cock, and I said, you know, we're gonna flip him over and rub the brown side, and I'm just gonna kind of bust those up. So I don't
steak shit.
if it's real thick or if it's real thin. We can it no matter what. I'm gonna take my shirt off. It's very cheap. Wash your hands, you dirty whores. These drunk little children, we're gonna season him up real good. We used to go out to the Girl Scout camp. I don't think anybody will notice if one little tiny Girl Scout is missing. If I just chase one real quick.
I'm so shook.
I'm just gonna grease him up a little bit. Rub those seasonings into his skin.
Oh my God.
Now,
that was
if you
unedited
don't feel
too.
good about those seasonings the day off Thanksgiving, I'm just gonna grease them up a little bit. Rub those seasonings into his skin. Now, if you don't feel good about using children and you want to tame it down a little bit, you can suck my dick. Children, and you want to tame it down a little bit, you can suck my dick. One of the nicest things you can do for your meat is to rub it. All I have to do now is get good and drunk, and we're gonna be ready to really rub him down good. The most wonderful men you've ever put in your mouth. That was before I knew about pigs. Michael's gonna spank
they're
me.
like a corkscrew.
Recipe for floppy tacos. Now I'm gonna add about a cup of heavy semen from my kid in heat. And this makes it even more decadent than butter.
I rode into town on an ass.
Paula got a doopy.
Paula's ass.
Maybe on the way to in the next dish.
Did she not put any oil in it?
But the way I'm gonna make it today brings my fucking time down to 45 minutes to an hour. Michael likes his to make his stand up to his. I'm saying, look at this beautiful piece with a red on it. Yeah. Cause it's peas.
Lighting is like.
Hey everybody, you're PP on Paula Deen. Yeah. Paula Deen, yes.
Paula Deen.
PP season. And every day in the season, we serve homemade PP comma. So I wanted to show y'all how I make my PP comma, and you tell me how you make yours. You know, we'll kind of challenge each other and see who we think has the
how many hours do you think is required?
best comma. Well, I have ice bath my PP. It's easy. How amazing that pee will just slip right on off of those luscious PPs. So look at those PPs. Sugar these PPs.
Lip sync.
Plus you cannot this collar up. And a couple of teaspoons. And we're gonna need a cup and a half of milk. Or I did is a 9 by 9. All right. The first thing I'm gonna do now that our butter's out is I'm gonna our batter. Now I'm gonna take my PP, and this is when the magic starts happening, y'all. We're gonna put this butter in the oven, and all that beautiful butter is gonna rise up and cover those PPs. Now I love my coffee. So y'all ready to best PP that is so wonderful for the holidays. It's a black cup, incredibly melt in your mouth, delicious. The best I have ever put in my mouth. The hardest part is crushing your mouth because you want this cup coated in fresh black cum. I love them so much. Tried putting it in my, but it didn't work. It just came out to be a lot of powder. Hot. And this is a beautiful piece of cuck. This is gonna be delicious. It's not cheap, my friend. So you wanna just rub that in your meat real good. I can't tell y'all how good this is. It's great, a little fresh nut over it. That I've got the finest chunk of meat.
I didn't mean to buzz there, but
Shit. I think my babies know that I've got the finest chunk of meat here.
There it is.
They're hanging pretty close to me. PaulaDeen.com. Silly fun.
The horrible catastrophe of Dalla penis.
And, you know, children doesn't take a whole bunch of penis. Yeah, I mean, you want it kind of tense. All right. Really important that you get a big rack. I'll never forget the day I had a big rack. Dude is really cock.
Big beef boner. Come. The new Super Convert Talker. Think you can handle cock. If you can get your mouth around it, it's super long taco boner to satisfy a big tight ass. Introducing the 99-cent Super Taco. Taco Bell, that's right.
I never thought I would see a man attempting to deep throat a taco for like a full
order. Taco Bell.
In fact, he enjoyed the intimate so much that he invited me to come back and come with him and Miss Rosalie. So much that him and Miss Rosalie. Dad, what a surprise.
Oh, listen, Mr. Jimmy, I'm coming. Come hell or high water, I'm coming.
So today, I'm gonna hop on a train and I'm gonna hop on Mr. Jimmy Carter and meet Mr. and Miss Jimmy Carter, and I'm gonna cook up Mr. Jimmy Carter and Miss Rosalie.
I want to see your house.
Where I grew up.
I want to see your bedroom.
All right, that's a deal.
Take me to your bedroom.
I'll take you
under 4
all the way
hours.
back
Take
to the
me
house
to
as
your
soon as I-
bedroom. Take me to your bedroom.
Beautiful little
I want to
house,
see your
Mr.
bedroom.
Jimmy.
This was a living room.
I want to see your bedroom.
Yes, The two of us sat over here, two of us sat here, and Daddy sat there.
And that was Dad's place.
That's right.
Take me to your bedroom.
Paula, why don't I show you the rest of the farm?
I'd love to see your bedroom.
Paula, why don't I show you the rest of the
I
farm?
want to see your bedroom.
Not much to it. This is my bedroom, the coldest place in the house.
I want to see your
This is my
What a surprise. Like smothered falls and creamy cum. But first,
All right, let's get started. Are you a good boy?
Too handsy with him now.
Well, I'll just stand back and let you do it.
You're the boss.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with 2 cups of water and 1.25 cups. Now, do you put cum in your jet?
No, but I'm willing to try.
Cum just makes them creamier. I love creamy jets. And it's important to salt your salt.
In
Look
advance.
at, you're supposed to put some butter in your butter to ensure that kind of keeps
He
it
likes
all
that.
separated.
All right.
So if you want to put a table of butter,
All right.
He's open to experimentation.
and you can go ahead and give me, well, I've got some butter over here. I'll go ahead and get my own butter over here. Because I'm going to get my own butter over here. Because I'm going to get our fall started.
Absolutely.
I think your is good and hot.
It is.
You're going to throw in 1/2 cup of butter.
Is this
Yes,
is more
sir. Look at this hot man go, y'all. So we got our fall over here.
Right.
Mr. Jim, and you can see we're not going to fry those or anything.
That's
All
a
right,
lot
let's
of
put
chicken
this in
for
the
2
oven.
people.
And we're gonna fry those fall. And we're gonna let that cook for 20 minutes.
It's got a timer on it.
Okay, good.
Do you think the staff is like allowed to eat the food? Are they like, no, you starve?
After 20 minutes, we're gonna
She's always making meals for like 20
We're gonna
people.
take the liquid and mix it with some sour cream, and then pour it back in the two.
Great play. Ball busting.
President, Mr. Georgia, he and I made a delicious meal from his creamy cum.
So what do you think of the meal, Mr.
Wait, was that-
Georgia, he and I made a delicious meal.
Oh, I thought it's like the top of Jimmy Carter's head peeking out, like, yeah, look at that mashed potatoes.
From his creamy cum.
So what do you think of the meal, Mr.
Georgia.
Oh, this,
Who's ready for
Why the
dessert?
fuck
I am.
do you think my husband-
I am too.
how'd you like mine?
You know I love you. Take me to your bedroom.
Do what you want.
What a third wheel.
This is really going to be a hard. I'm truly sitting right next to the greatest humanitarian walking the face of the earth today. and y'all are so kind to let me come into your home and come into your bus. And until next time, America, the Carters and I wish you today from our kitchen to yours.
You blessed our home. Thank you.
You.
She made Irish. It's like, okay.
I am very pretty.
I love a bald-headed man. I can't keep my hands.
That's not even edited.
I am very pretty.
I love a bald-headed man.
She's giving him a stroke there.
I can't keep my hands off of a bald head. He's got an Irish accent. I'm ready to put your face onto my ass. The next dish is a wonderful strawberry ass cake. I've got 1 cup
Number
of
3.
coffee. I've got
The
3
proliferation of baby
tablespoons
mamas.
of corn, and I want to scratch my ass with my whisk because I don't want my butt lumping up on me.
Those
Take
are not
half
cubes, honey.
the cake, scratch my bottom, and add a little bit of my strawberries. All right, now I'm gonna put me a nice fat layer of custard on top and slice my face in half. This is gonna be so good. You could put whatever you want to on top of this, but I think you could really just kiss my ass.
Paula Deen makes gooey butt cakes.
And we're serving them with a creamy dip. Yep. I love seamen. I would love to come in and my mama's big ass. Okay, y'all, I'm f***ing dirt poor. This ain't my mama's peanuts. This is good. Good. I'm gonna show you my son Jamie. Every time he has a birthday, he says, "Mama, please make me cream." You know, it was devastating. Sex. Okay, y'all, I'm f***ing dirt poor. This ain't my mama's peanuts. This is good. Good. I'm gonna show you my son Jamie. Every time he has a birthday, he says, "Mama, please make me cream." And this is so funny. And
It was devastating.
sex.